Hello students, welcome to today's one-shot video on Class 10 Political Science, Chapter 1. Indian Democracy. This is a foundational chapter that explains how India became a democratic nation and how our constitution was formed. Let's get started. British rule and freedom. India was under British rule from 1757 to 1947. But on 15th August 1947, India gained independence and emerged as the largest democratic country in the world. After independence, forming a constitution became essential. A constitution is crucial for any democratic country because it guides how the country is governed and ensures the protection of people's rights. Let's know about India's constitution. Mission to make the constitution. After World War II, the Labour Party came to power in Britain in 1945. The new government decided to grant independence to India. So, on the 24th of March 1946, they sent the cabinet mission, a team of 3 British cabinet ministers, Pethick Lawrence, Stafford Cripps, and A.V. Alexander, to India. Their goal was to create a peaceful environment and make arrangements for drafting India's new constitution. Thanks to their efforts, the Constituent Assembly was formed, which held its first session on the 9th of December 1946, Constituent Assembly and Drafting Committee. The first sitting of the Constituent Assembly was presided over by Dr. Sachidananda Sinha, and later Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the permanent president. 11 sittings of the Constituent Assembly were held for the preparation of the new Constitution of India. On 29th August 1947, a drafting committee was formed with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as the chairman and 7 specialists, all belonging to divergent fields. After nearly 3 years of work, the final draft of the Constitution was completed and adopted on the 26th of November 1949. Celebrated today as Constitution Day. The Constitution officially came into force on 26th January 1950, known as Republic Day. Until then, India followed the Government of India Act, 1935. Members of the Drafting Committee. The 7 members of the Drafting Committee were Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Chairman, N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar, Aladi Krishna Swami Iyer, K.M. Munshi, Syed Mohammad Sadullah, N. Madhava Rao, and D.P. Kaitan. Ideals of the Constitution. The Preamble of the Constitution acts as its introduction. It states the ideals, philosophy, and objectives of the Constitution. What kind of nation India aspires to be. Let's now read the Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November, 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Initially, the words socialist, secular and unity and integrity were not part of the preamble. These were added later by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment on 18 December 1976. Significance of the Preamble. The Preamble is often called the soul of the Constitution. Every word in it represents the vision behind our Constitution. The phrase, "We the people of India," in the Preamble of the Constitution makes it clear that the Constitution gets its authority from the citizens of India, not any king, ruler or foreign power. Significant words in the Preamble. Let's now understand some important terms in the Preamble. Sovereign and socialist sovereign means India is free from external control and internally supreme. Sovereignty is the supreme and absolute power of the state. In other words, externally, India is not subordinate to any foreign power, nor is India directed by any other force internally. The word socialist refers to minimizing inequality. It promotes equal distribution of wealth and a mixed economy, where both public and private sectors coexist. The word signifies that there shall not be inequality among the people of India in regards to their income, status, and the standard of living. All the ways and means of production would be nationalized. Socialism shall be established through the equal distribution of the national income and the mixed economy. The national economy shall be determined by the people themselves. Country's economy shall not be guided by any capitalist class of people. Secular. In a secular state, the government has no official religion. There shall not be any official or state religion in India. In the eyes of the government, all religions are equal, and as such, there shall not be any discrimination among the religions. The government shall not show any special interest or make concessions to any particular religion. It is to be noted that this word, along with socialist and unity, were inserted in the preamble of the Constitution by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment. Democratic and Republic. Democratic means the government is run by elected representatives. The people shall administer the country for themselves, and the administration shall be responsible to the people. Republic means the president is elected by the people, not a hereditary ruler like a king or queen. Objective resolutions by Nehru. On 13th December 1946, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru presented the objective resolutions to the Assembly. These were accepted on 22nd January 1947. Main points included: 1. India will be declared an independent sovereign republic. 2nd, a union of states to be constituted. 3rd, recognition of justice, equality, liberty, and freedom of expression. 4th, safeguards for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, backward classes, and minorities. 5. Emphasis on freedom, sovereignty, and integrity. 6. Cooperation for world peace. 7. Power source shall be the people. 8. Princely states joining India to enjoy self-governance. Let's now look at the federal characteristics of Indian democracy. What is a federal state? Federation comes from Latin foedus, meaning treaty, chart, agreement. It's a union of self-governing states under a central government. Federalism was introduced in India via the Government of India Act, 1935. The federal system was first introduced in the United States of America. Thus, the USA is regarded as the homeland of federation. India followed Canada's model, not USA's, to protect national unity. The makers of the Indian Constitution realized that if the constituent states of newborn India are allowed to enjoy separate constitution and dual citizenship like the USA, the national integrity may be endangered. Hence, they introduced a kind of a loose federation following the Canadian Constitution. The word federation is not mentioned, but India is declared a union of states in the Article number 1 of the Indian Constitution. Nature of Indian federalism. India's federal system is described as quasi-federal, centralized federation, federal in form, but unitary in spirit. Political scientists now call India's model a cooperative federation, as it is dependent on center-state cooperation. Key features of Indian federalism: one single constitution. Unlike the USA, Indian states have no separate constitutions. The entire country follows one constitution. Second, strong central government. The union government holds more power, as most key subjects in the three lists are under its control. Third, role of governors. Governors are appointed by the center and act as its representatives, weakening true federal character. 4. No dual citizenship. Indian citizens have only national citizenship and not separate state citizenship like in the USA. 5. Purpose of centralization. This centralized model was adopted to preserve India's unity, sovereignty, and national integrity. 6. Demand for reform. Frequent center-state conflicts led to the formation of the Sakarya Commission in 1983 for federal reform. Parliamentary democracy in India. India follows a parliamentary form of government. Let's understand in details. What is a parliamentary democracy? It is an administrative system whereby the highest administrative powers are vested in a body which is constituted with the people's representatives. In India and England, this body is called Parliament, and in the USA it is called the Congress. Indian Parliament includes Lok Sabha, House of the People, and Rajya Sabha, Council of States. Indian Constitution was influenced by English Constitution in adopting parliamentary democracy, but gave due importance to the socio-political conditions and environment in India. Parliamentary democracy in a limited form was first introduced by the Government of India Act, 1935. Differences between the parliamentary systems of India and England. 1. Republic versus monarchy. India is a republic with an elected head of state, while England has a hereditary monarchy. 2. Head of state. India's president is elected. England's king or queen inherits the position by birth. 3. Upper house. India's Rajya Sabha has an elected and partly nominated structure. England's House of Lords is largely hereditary and appointed. 4th. Power of Parliament. The British Parliament is supreme and sovereign. India's Parliament operates within constitutional limits. 5. Contextual adaptation. India's parliamentary democracy was tailored to suit its own social, political, and cultural context. 6. Global standing. This Indianized version of parliamentary democracy has made India a globally recognized democratic republic. India's democracy is built on a strong constitutional foundation. It reflects our diversity, ensures equality, and gives power to the people. I hope this one short video helped you understand Chapter 1 of Class 10 Political Science. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational content.